Hey, what's up, Spencer? My name is everybody, and welcome back to my channel. Before we get into this video, I do just want to say really quick that if you hear any construction noises, I apologize. They are doing construction at my apartment for the next few weeks, which is why we are here in my beautiful, very plain bedroom. I have sequestered myself in the back of the apartment in order to try and make it as sound me only as much as I can, but if you do happen to hear like sawing or jackhammering or anything in the background, I'm sorry, I'm doing my best, I promise. Also, if you watched my last video about how Watcher completely nuked its fan base by trying to switch over to another platform, I actually have an update for you already. On April 22nd, so 3 days after their initial goodbye YouTube video, Watcher released an update in which they took back just about everything that they said in their initial YouTube video. They apologized for how insensitive they came across. They stated that they were now going to be leaving all of their content on YouTube and would be uploading all future content to YouTube. And they also gave a special subscription code to any Patreon subscribers so that they could have free access to the streaming service. It seems like there are mixed reactions. There are quite a lot of people who are happy that Watcher completely switched everything around and that things are going to remain free on YouTube, while other people are still pretty upset because they have obviously shown their true colors and proven that they really care about money more than they care about their fans. For me, it was really weird that they kept on stressing that they had no choice but to create this streaming service and said that if they didn't create this streaming service, they absolutely would have had to leave YouTube.
And we definitely did not want to lay people off that have brought Watcher to life behind the scenes. And we didn't want to bring Watcher to a close, which would have happened if we stayed solely on YouTube.
Yeah, Watcher definitely needs to figure out how to do some new budgeting because they are wasting so much money on production that fans are literally telling them they don't want. Anyway, that's kind of it for Watcher. So let's jump into today's topic, which is the Cybertruck, the newest and potentially deadliest product that Elon Musk has created so far. In December of last year, Elon Musk released the Cybertruck, a car, and let me get this clear, this is a car despite its name. Technically, it does have a bed in the back, but man, that looks more like a trunk than anything else. In fact, when I Googled what the difference between what a car and a truck was, I got the answer that a car focuses on moving passengers, while a truck focuses on moving materials. And you definitely cannot rely on the Cybertruck in order to move material. Especially not the type of material that you would expect something like a Ford F-150 to be able to handle. And I am not the only person who is saying this. Even the people who are buying the Cybertruck are talking about the fact that nobody is buying this for trucking purposes. They're all just buying it for the status symbol.
What's funny about this whole backseat thing is so many people are going to use the Cybertruck just like a large SUV. This truck has very clear weaknesses like the other electric trucks at truck things, off-roading, towing, for example. It's not very good at that stuff over long distances. But spoiler, 90-something% of people almost never use truck stuff.
Also, one of my favorite trends that has been coming out recently is a bunch of people keep hearing Elon Musk talk about how indestructible the Cybertruck is, so they will then go out and buy a Cybertruck and proceed to do their best to destroy it, and then are so amazed when their Cybertruck gets destroyed.
Oh my god! She's like a girl. Oh my god. What are you? It went through?
Yeah.
Stop.
It went through.
It went through. No, you're kidding. I swear to God. Now I gotta pay like 10K. What the fuck? What do we do? I'm done, dog. Got me shit in my pants and shit. I'm shaking. Yo, Elon, I need a new truck, please, bro. No, straight up. Elon, listen, bro. I need a new truck.
Anyway, like I was saying, in December, Tesla released the Cybertruck, a truck that started at anywhere between $60,000 and $100,000, not including any additional add-ons you might want. And now, 4 months later, the reviews are flooding in, and they are not good, to the point that Tesla has recalled every single Cybertruck it has sold so far. Now, before we get into what actually caused the Cybertruck recall, let's talk about some of the minimal complaints, the things that are annoying and definitely should not be an issue for a car that costs at minimum 60 grand, but isn't gonna get anybody killed, and that is the rusting. The Cybertruck is completely wrapped in plain gray stainless steel, something that the website describes as being durable and rugged to go anywhere, as well as being used to reduce dents, damage, and long-term corrosion. Repairs are simple and quick. However, reality quickly set in when Cybertruck owners started to notice rust and corrosion almost immediately after buying their truck. One Cybertruck owner said that he started to notice rust marks after driving it in the rain for 2 days and was unable to get the corrosion out even after thoroughly cleaning the car, something that many other Cybertruck owners have also started to notice. I find this hilarious in the fact that the website literally depicts the Cybertruck being driven through like a whole ass river, and you definitely can't do that. It would destroy the entire outer coating of the Cybertruck if you tried to drive it through a whole ass river. And actually, a YouTuber did try doing this, and whoa, what do you know? It completely destroyed his car.
Wow, what a beast. Okay guys, the front was making a little bit of a rattling sound. You could see the little fender piece was in the way, but we popped it back in. Shouldn't be a biggie. Obviously this was like an extreme flood test. Besides that, and the little piece here in the back, that seems like the only issue so far. So right here, there's this little plastic piece, and it just kind of snapped out. But I think we're good to go, guys. Cybertruck survived.
Now, one quick thing I wanted to show you guys, it's been a few hours since that water test. When I press these buttons, they don't seem to want to work. Everything seems to be fairly normal. I do hear some water swishing around there. I'm guessing it'll kind of, you know, get out of there.
Do you see what I'm saying when I say that this car can't be classified as a truck? If you can't even handle driving it in the rain for 2 days, you sure as hell can't bring it to a work site where you're traversing through mud and crawling over boulders and filling it up with thousands of pounds of scrap every day. This car is so delicate that you can't even drive it through a car wash, and that isn't even a joke. Several people have stated that their Cybertrucks have flat out stopped working after putting them through a car wash, even when they set their car into car wash mode first. And aspects of the owner manual even advise Cybertruck owners to not wash their car in the sun, because that is how delicate the outer coating is. Many people who have complained have been told by Tesla that they should just spend another $5,000 to $6,000 on a wrap for their Cybertruck, which is laughable when you compare it to how much this car already costs. I'm sorry, you want me to pay you what's the equivalent of like 4 to 5 years worth of income, and you're not even going to put a durable outer coating on it at all? Not even a regular clear wrap base comes with it. Like what? Huh? The next major complaint that people have been having is the overall safety features. Now that these cars have been on the road for several months, they have gotten into a couple of accidents. The most well-known one being an accident that happened about a month ago when a Cybertruck got T-boned by a Nissan Sentra. And while many Cybertruck stans raved and complimented the fact that the Cybertruck barely looked damaged while the Nissan Sentra was in a million pieces, plenty of other people had concerns about that fact. Because it is clear that the Cybertruck has been designed with no crumple zones. Now, you might be thinking, Spencer, what the hell is a crumple zone? And I'll tell you, I'll learn you a thing. Sit right down. Now, if you were to get into an accident in a modern day car, it is most likely that the car is kind of going to explode into a billion pieces in the process. And on the surface, this seems like a bad thing, when in reality, cars have been specifically designed to do this. If you think back to your basic 6th grade physics, then you'll probably remember that objects in motion like to stay in motion and that energy can be easily transferred from one object to the next. That is why, after decades of research and thousands upon thousands of car crash tests, car manufacturers have come up with something called crumple zones, or points of the car that are specifically designed to fail so that when you get into an accident, all of the energy from the accident is transferred into the car instead of your body.
Both end up looking like mangled metal, but the newer car disperses the energy of the impact in a totally different way. Instead of a steering column slamming into his body, the driver of the Malibu gets cushioned and contained.
I mean, the truck was only going 35 miles an hour during this test, and look how much force is being inflicted on the passengers. So much force, in fact, that even the rear axle appears to snap in half. That can't be normal, right?
That is why so many people are concerned about the fact that the Cybertruck does not have these. With its sleek edges and hard body, it is nearly guaranteed to transfer any and all energy from an accident directly into your sternum. Not to mention the fact that the windows were designed specifically to be nearly impossible to break makes it so that were you to get into an accident in a Cybertruck, it would be virtually impossible for firefighters to break in and rescue you, meaning that you are going to burn alive in your truck. It is a modern day Iron Bull if I have ever seen one. When I first started making this video, I thought that the lack of crumple zones was the most concerning safety feature about the Cybertruck, but as I started to go deeper into the different aspects of this truck, I realized that virtually every single aspect of the way that the Cybertruck has been designed has been made to maim or kill you. From the edges that are sharp enough to literally cut.
Oh my God.
That's just the edge of the door.
Yeah, Cybertruck. Not just for getting you into Yosemite, also for vegetable prep.
To doors that will snap your fingers straight off.
All right. So it does close all the way down on the fingers. It's latched.
To the basic fact that there is no rear windshield and thus no rear view mirror.
Didn't want mirrors.
Right.
And so in the beginning, we weren't even designing mirrors. And then just we couldn't get the regulations changed.
You
and
wanted
so we
cameras?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's right, if you want to see what's going on behind you, you have to look through a camera on this iPad, and it's always changing all the time. They've even designed the Cybertruck so that all of the electrical is ground together, which means if you have an issue with your taillight being out, that could very well affect how well your brakes work. It seems terrifyingly stupid, and the Cybertruck seems to really reflect the new American ideal of got mine, screw you. We all know that the people who are purchasing these Cybertrucks are the same people who think that were there to be an apocalypse, they would be able to survive completely fine 100% by themselves, which is half the reason why the Cybertruck is advertised as being indestructible, when in reality, being independent is the #1 thing that is going to get you killed. It's the reason why the submarine that went down to the Titanic failed. All of those people thought that they knew better than everybody else. And if you ask people who survived the Holocaust what the biggest factor for their survival was, they will most likely say community. When people work together, that was how they survived. And it was always the individuals who thought that they were better than everybody else and didn't need to rely on others who ended up passing away. Rich people hate rules and regulations because they think that these things have been put in place for no reason, when in reality, people have fought for decades for these regulations to be put in place. The reason why all cars need to have seatbelts is because a group of people got together and cared about the fact that other people were dying in accidents enough to put in all of these research and learn that seatbelts save lives. But not just that, but cross-body seatbelts save lives, and pushed to have seatbelt regulations enforced in a way that made it so that thousands upon thousands of people started surviving the accidents that they were getting in. Laws and regulations are written in the blood of the people who are no longer with us. And speaking of laws and regulations, let's get into what it was that actually caused the Cybertruck to get recalled, because we've talked about a lot of concerning safety features so far, but for some reason, none of these features were concerning enough to actually pull the Cybertruck previously. On March 31st, Tesla received a complaint about a faulty accelerator pedal with the Cybertruck, and then on April 3rd, they received a similar complaint from another owner. I feel like at this point, like, user and owners, They finally issued a recall on April 12th, but not a lot of people were really aware of this issue until this one video was posted on TikTok.
So apparently the Cybertruck has a stop zone, and I might know why. It's got something to do with the accelerator pedal. So let me show you something interesting about my Cybertruck. Is that pedal looks different, right? It's missing this. So a couple days ago I'm driving, and let me see if I can get a good view here. I'm driving and this goes here. As I'm driving, this slid up and wedged itself just like that. Right now it's not clipped on, so it's kind of hard to see, but this wedged itself right there. And as you can see, based on the design of the floorboard, this sliding up, and the way this was still hooked onto the pedal, it held the accelerator down 100%, full throttle. Now, I was luckily had a clear mind, didn't panic, and holding the brake down overrides the pedal. So I was able to stop the car, but anytime I lift the brake, it would start accelerating again. So I stopped the car, put it in park, got out. At first I thought the pedal was broken, but then I realized that nope, this was wedged down here under this little section here, not allowing this pedal to come back up. So yeah, looks like there's a recall or some kind of stop cell for that. Somebody that panics, that could be pretty dangerous. Crazy.
Honestly, that is terrifying, especially because I have seen videos of Teslas with their accelerator pedals getting stuck in the past, and the horrifying, devastating effects that come from that. At first, the man who made and posted this video got tons of backlash from Musk stands, and anybody who posted this video on a Tesla or Cybertruck Reddit forum in order to try and raise awareness about the issue would immediately get banned and have their posts deleted. But now, thankfully, Tesla has recalled the cars enough that all 3,878 trucks have been taken back, making this the largest fail out of any car company, as no car company has previously had a 100% recall rate. And one of the most concerning things is when you learn how they put this pedal together, obviously it is kind of like a cover that kind of just slips on, but there is no hardware holding this cover in place. Instead, they just decided to use an adhesive to stick it on. Except now we're also learning that in the process of putting this pedal together, workers would use a lube to help slip the pedal cover onto the pedal. Now, I don't think that I really need to explain why you can't put a lubricant on top of an adhesive and how those things like kind of completely cancel each other out, but apparently Musk needs someone to tell him that. So at this point, every single Cybertruck has been taken back or is in the process of being taken back by Tesla, and I am so grateful because I really do think that these trucks are going to get somebody killed. Teslas have killed several people already, and it could have very easily happened with this pedal thing. And I would not be surprised if the Cybertruck is filled with design flaws just like this one that are going to maim or kill somebody someday. I mean, if they can't even put a simple pedal cover on correctly, how am I supposed to have faith that the seatbelts will work, that the airbags will go off, that the wiring was done properly? How am I supposed to have faith in any aspect of this car when something this simple was overlooked? These things are absolute death traps, and I am tired of babying Elon Musk and going along with whatever he wants to do just because he has a shit ton of money. He's lazy and dumb is what it is. He could easily hire people to design the most futuristic, high-tech, amazing vehicle out there, but he doesn't because he's too lazy to even pay other people to do the work for him. What is all that money being used for except flushing it down the Twitter shithole? Why are we continuously bowing down to the whims of this man baby? Can we please just stick him in jail where he belongs so that we can all get on with the rest of our lives? Anyway, that's kind of all that I have for this video. I am a little bit interested to see how the Cybertrucks are going to be reintroduced, if they are going to be reintroduced, because it's supposedly going to cost at least $15,000 per Cybertruck to be able to fix this. I'm not sure how much money that is. Editing may put up how much money that's going to be across 3,878 trucks. Holy shit, everybody, that's $57 million. Holy crap. So yeah, I don't know what's going to happen for the future of Cybertruck, but like, I hope that he kind of just like gives up on the Cybertruck thing. Anyway, definitely let me know your thoughts about this down below. And if there is another topic that you would like me to comment, definitely leave it down there as well. If you want to see more information about some of the shitty design flaws that the Cybertruck has had, Ethan is online, did a pretty good video about it that I suggest that you check out. But if you've gotten this far, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. But besides that, make sure to stay safe and have a fantastic day. Bye.